Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and I'm so sorry. I've been going through some stuff and working on some stuff, so I've been kind of MIA, but no, I didn't give up, and I know it seems like I have, and even my friends and family and everybody's been like, oh, have you given up? Like, are you done? Like, oh, did you? No, I'm not done. I just was going through some stuff and I still am, so I don't really have a set, time. My goal is to, upload 2 times a week, and I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but to me that's a lot right now. So I'm gonna shoot for that. I'm just getting more active on my Instagram as well. So if you don't already follow me there. That is just house, so HOUSE_FX, so just the letters FX and then underscore again. I'll put it in the description down below too if you want to follow me there. So you can maybe keep up to date with me there. But yeah, so if you want to see how I got this, light, summery little look, keep watching. Starting off, I'm going to start off with my eyebrows, and my brow routine is the same no matter what season or time it is. Sometimes I make them a little bit lighter during the summer, usually I don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed through this. Okay, eyebrows are on. Okay, so actually before we start the eyes, I totally forgot to hydrate my face before I did my brows, but that's okay. So I'm going to pop those bad boys off, put those off, and then instead of putting a serum, I've been using, I always do my eyebrows, it looks like I have a unibrow only because like the lighting, but I also, when I carved out my eyebrows, it like, I don't know. Anyway, so to hydrate, I'm going to be taking my Hydrating Mist by Milk Makeup, and it just looks like this. I think it's a toner as well. So it just says directions for upward toward face for an instant refresh. Anti-inflammatory mist, calms, hydrates, and tones. Can be applied to bare skin or over makeup. So yeah, I just started kind of using this guy. I haven't used it as like after my makeup, only because I just use my Everyday Urban Decay. So, but underneath my makeup, it looks really good. And I do still use a primer over top of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and spritz up. Okay, so now finally moving on to the eyes. Since this is just like a little summery, like light makeup vibe, we're not going to go super heavy on the eyes. So starting off to prime them, I'm going to be taking my MAC Paint Pot in Paint Jelly. Yeah, I thought that's the one that I used. So I always just take my finger and just like 1, 2, and just cover it decently. And just go ahead and start putting that on the eyelid. Okay, and now to set it, I'm just going to go into my MAC Risk Taker palette. And the palette just looks like this. It's a really neat layout. Yeah, so I quite enjoy it. So I keep my little the sheet with all the names like right here. So I'm gonna go into the shade Totally Obsessed, and it doesn't say on the back, so that's a huge downside, but whatever. So we're just gonna go into this one to set that paint pot down. I'm just gonna be taking a brush. It just kind of looks, and you can't see because I have the mirror, but whatever. Just any brush that you think will work. Okay, so now once we have that set, we're going to keep it really just nice, simple on the eyes. So I'm actually probably going with like 1 crease color just to give a little bit of dimension. I'm going to go on with like a really pretty, just like golden, like light lid shade, just a little bit of glitter. Like not even glitter, just, I can't even think of the word right now, but just like shine. So I'm going to go into my Huda Rose Gold Palette Remastered. And I'm just going to go into the shade, okay, I'm going to take 2 shades for the crease. I'm going to go into Sandalwood first. So just like this really light brown shade right there. And then after that, I'm going to go into Henna, which is the one right beside it. So I always say kind of go windshield wiper motions to blend eyeshadow, but I always go circular too because it really buffs out that color and just like spreads it, not spreads it, but like airbrush. It kind of just like brushes it all out. So just like that, just a nice and even wash of brown. So now taking a little bit more of a dense brush, a little bit, it's not as fluffy, but it's still fluffy. I'm going to go into that henna shade, so a little bit darker. I'm just going to really focus this mainly just in the crease, but before I was kind of buffing it out, just nice and airbrush seamless. So it's going to be kind of more in the outer, just inner. So we're just going to start by focusing a little bit out there, and then circular, and then start to windshield it in. Okay, so once you're happy with that, to further blend, I'm going to go back into that fluffy brush. No product, just going to use whatever's left on there with that sandalwood color. I'm just going to go over everything just to really blend it out and make sure everything is seamless. Alright, so for the lid shade, I'm going to go back into the Huda palette. And I'm going to take the shade Bubbly. Just looks like this. I've been having a really hard time with Huda's, the shimmer glitter shades. I really don't like them, so I haven't tried the lighter ones like the bottom three that I just showed. I'm gonna try them. The top row, the lighter ones are not the greatest. I'm gonna be upfront with that. When I received this palette, I was literally debating on returning it because of that. Because this palette, I was really, really excited for these, and I got them and I was like, that's my first Huda palette, and this is what she's gonna do to me. And I haven't tried with glitter glue yet. I just tried with like wetting my brush, my finger, brush, synthetic brush, and it just, none of it worked. So I'm going to try it with a brush with this shade, and if it doesn't work, then I'm going to try use my finger, and then if not, then I'll try a different palette. So I am going to wet my brush because I know that will, no matter what, help. So I'm just going to take, I hate these. So this is just from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. The brush apparently is called Go Girl Go, and I hate when, I hate that, because I can't say to you guys, well, this is the number if you were to go for that style, because I think this is a brush set, so like I can't tell you what the individual brush would be. So it just looks like this, and it's just like a flat shader type brush, but it's really, really tiny. You can't even see that, but whatever. So I'm just gonna mist that with my Milk Makeup, that same one that I used earlier. Just going to grab some of that onto my brush and hope for the best. Can't see it on camera yet, but it's definitely, so far, so good. Oh, this makes me so happy. I've been waiting for a shade that works. At least you got one good. So next up, we're going to do eyeliner and mascara. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. After this product is run out, I will no longer be supporting Kat Von D and no longer buying her products. Wish I never bought this because it is not the greatest eyeliner for the price, but I no longer support Kat Von D. So yeah, but all that aside, I'm just going to pop this on and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I popped on the eyeliner. I'm going to do my mascara. Okay, so I'm going to pop on some mascara now. So I'm just going to go with my all-time favorite, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I'm just going to pop this on. I'm not going to pop any lashes on though. Even though this is a little bit more extra of a look. More extra than I wanted. So we're just going to cut that off. Just going to pop on some mascara and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I went ahead and applied my mascara. Now we're going to apply our primer and start on the face. So for primer, I'm going to be taking my Primer Water by Freedom. This is the Pro Studium Priming Water. It just looks like this. This is probably my favorite priming water. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray that. Okay, so once I feel like that is all good to go, I'm going to take, this is one of my liner foundations. It's a little bit light for my skin, but that's okay. We can bronze it up. So this is the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Youth Infusing Serum Makeup. And it does have 25 SPF, 25 SPF, which isn't a lot, but at least it's better than nothing. And I am in the sand 1W2, and I am in the sand. I am in the shade 1W2 Sand. So I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm just going to begin to dot that all over my face. So once you have that all dotted out, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my Clarisonic and the foundation brush head. So this is a serum foundation, so it will be nice and light. So it is more so for dry to combo skin. I do tend to have oily skin, so it's on the verge of not working for me, but I like mine dewy even though I am oily. I just love like the dewy, highlighted, glowy look. So to me it doesn't matter, but to you it might. So I'm just going to go ahead and start blending that out. Okay, so once I have that blended out, this is definitely like a your skin but better type feel. But once I blend that out with my Clarisonic, I do go over it still with a sponge. So I just kind of dab that out because it is kind of hard to get into like the little crevices like right around here. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop No Filter, and I am going to be using the shade number 5. Going to be using shade number 5. And I'm just going to put this in all of the normal highlighting areas. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my sponge. So once you have that all blended out, I'm going to set it now, and I'm not going to bake. Normally I would, but because I want a little bit lighter, I'm just going to, I actually don't feel like it, honestly. I just don't need to right now. If you are going out for a lot longer, I do recommend baking. But for now, I'm going to go with my Mariposa Matte Mineral Powder. This is in the shade Soft, and it just looks like this. And I'm going to be taking a big fluffy brush. Okay, so once you've set your whole face, we're going to go ahead and bronze now, which is one of my favorite parts. So I'm going to go into my Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and it just looks like that. Just that. I'm going to be taking angled brush by, well, it's rubbed off now, but this is by Quo. Okay, so now that I'm done bronzing, I'm just going to kind of show you guys where I bronzed, only because I just kind of sped through it. So I always bronze in a 3. So I go here, here, and then, so it's kind of like, so I bronze my forehead, and then down the sides, and then right in my cheekbone. And then I also go down the sides of my nose, underneath my lip, and sometimes I go underneath my chin, but I didn't today just because whatever. And you can kind of go right across here because that will, you know, shrink your head even more, but I didn't bother. It's whatever. So now moving on to highlighter, I'm going to be taking just another, this is a separate angled brush, and this is by Wet n Wild, and this is just an angled contour brush maybe. I find this is really awesome for highlighting because it's like angular to your face, so it's way easier. Either that or like this flat blush brush that I just used, because it is like really flat, and this is also by Wet n Wild. Now to highlight, just because I kind of want like a lighter, not heavier, just kind of like a nice light and easy glow, I'm going to be mixing my 2 highlighter powders from Mariposa, and they're in the shades, shades 02 and 04. So they just look like this. This is 02 and this is 04. So I'm just gonna mix those together. Okay, so where I highlight, I said I wanted to go with like a lighter highlight, but these are just so powerful, but I love them. Like, bitch, look at that glow going on. So I highlighted my cheeks, a little bit on my cupid's bow, and then just down the bridge of my nose and right at the button of my nose. Okay, so I did go ahead and put just a little bit into my inner corners. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my makeup. I'm gonna try that Milk as a setting spray and just see how it feels and see, you know, whatever. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna do lips, and we're gonna go with something like super fun. So I'm gonna take this bright color. So I know it doesn't really match my hair, speaking of which my hair needs to be dyed, so don't clock me, please. And I just have a t-shirt on because this is what I'm most comfortable in. This is my personality. This is my style. But if I am going out to like a nicer place, which I don't really do because anxiety is my best friend, so anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pop on this Revlon color, and this is in the color Tutti Frutti. one is super pigmented. Alrighty, so we have everything on, everything's set, everything is good to go. So this is the final look. Yeah guys, that concludes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you can get notified every single time I post. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't forget to leave them in the comments down below. If you guys all have a wonderful day, and until next time,